What's up, boy? Going hola, bonjour. Tomorrow is November 9th, and we got a few videos that we need to react to, check out. I've been seeing them all over YouTube, but I haven't clicked it yet. Got me set up a little bit better. So, might be a little echoing because I'm in the garage. Got me a little man cave. What we got here? I'm finna state of play. I think I watched this one already though.
Everyone keeps secrets.
Yeah, watch it again though.
Sometimes it's the only way to protect the ones we love.
Man, I hope ain't nothing had to happen to my boy.
I know you. God killer. What is it you want from me? Is it a god of war you came to find? You don't really want war.
This
Do you,
bitch.
Kratos? All that blood on your hands? On your son's hands?
Don't worry, it ain't no
Nothing
much
you wanna
cigarette.
tell me.
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters.
Captain
Who's keeping you safe?
Peace.
I do not need you to protect me.
Sure about that?
Pretender god! For the old father!
Oh my god, that part is gonna be so fucking epic. Y'all seen it with jumping my boy?
What do you even know of God's word?
More than you know.
Lifetimes has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills without
I wonder
cause.
what happened right there, because that's Freya's spot right there.
Fate only binds you if you let it.
Well, this game is gonna be
What is
fucking.
necessary,
Oh my god.
not because it is written.
Of war. Gods of brotherhood. Oh my goodness, that fight gonna be so fine. Ooh. Ooh.
PlayStation.
What we got next? I seen the controller. What is this? Oh. Wait, what? Damn, I know that bitch, that gonna be $1,000. I got shape in the store.
We're coming off of God of War 2018. How do you top that? How do you deliver something that players will love maybe just as much as God of War 2018?
Maybe even more.
The pressure was tremendous.
I'm pretty sure y'all handled it well.
My name is Ariel Angelotti, and I am the senior producer for narrative.
Good job.
My name is Richard Gobert. I'm the story lead for God of War Ragnarok.
Good
I'm
job.
Jody Kupsko, and I'm the supervising dialogue designer.
It's my job to shape the story along with our writing team, our narrative
Feel like
director, and game
Hancock over
director.
there.
As a producer, it's my job to
Good job.
help build a team to create that content, to own the schedule and realizing
Everybody
that
that
content.
did
I oversee the
2018.
dialogue production throughout the entire
phenomenal.
titles. Every
Phenomenal.
line of dialogue that you hear, every
Look at
human
that. Look.
vocalization and effort and grunt, our team touches.
So I'm a man now. Like you?
No. We are not men. We are more than that. The responsibility is far greater.
I'm sorry,
In the
I
story
recite
of God of War
shit a lot.
2018, we find Kratos seemingly having turned over a new leaf in the Norse lands. He lives a quiet life, hidden in the woods with his wife Faye and their son Atreus. And the story starts with them mourning her death. And we learn that she made a final request before she passed away. She wanted them to spread her ashes from the highest peak in all the 9 realms. He's
Chance
scared
that
of
our
being a
last
bad
one did
father,
not
a bad
have.
influence, and as a result, it's made
Aries
him an
old
absent
bitch
father.
ass.
His greatest fear is that he's passed that evil that's inside of him onto his son.
You are too quick to temper. You are rash, insubordinate, and out of control. This will not stand. You will honor your mother and abandon this path you have chosen. It is not too late.
They befriend Freya, who is an exiled Vanir goddess who used to be married to Odin. They meet Mimir, the self-proclaimed smartest man alive, who serves as their guide and their confidant. And they meet the
Jorgemeister.
Brock and Sindri, who are world-class weaponsmiths who end up their main source of upgrades and equipment. Now, among the enemies they make are the Aesir gods, whose leader is none other than
Old
Odin,
bitch
someone
ass.
we
I
never
can't
meet
stand
in God of War
Modi.
2018, but who casts a very long and dark shadow over the 9 realms.
There are consequences to killing a god.
Why? How do you know? How do you know?
After many adventures, Kratos and Atreus end up fulfilling Mom's wishes, and over the course of that journey, they find out more about each other and about themselves, and finally find a common ground between them. They become the close family unit that Faye hoped that they would become.
That's awesome.
In God of War Ragnarok, we fast forward a few years, and little Atreus is now a teen, and they're back to hiding out in their home in the woods in Midgard. During the course of the previous game's events, they were forced to kill Odin's grandchildren, Magni and Modi, the sons of Thor.
Should've left us
Thor
alone.
does a lot of the lion's share of Odin's dirty work, and as a consequence, he's a very violent, unstable personality. At the end of the last game, they were also forced to kill Balder, the son of Odin and Freya, and that has its own set of consequences. He was a very powerful chess piece for Odin, one that Odin is incredibly bitter about losing. Freya has vowed vengeance against them for the killing of her son. Kratos and Atreus didn't want to kill him. They were friends with Freya.
Here.
But Balder tried to kill her in front of them, and Kratos had no other option in the moment but to kill him to save Freya's
Same
life.
words his
even though it
father
meant
told
losing
him.
Freya's friendship.
I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and
hated us
feed
for
your
that shit.
soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything. Everything.
His death is also foretold to bring about Fimbulwinter, which is a brutal 3-year winter that is then followed by Ragnarok. It's an apocalyptic
Like I said,
war
it's a
between
cigarette.
all the Norse gods, the giants, the dwarves, and the elves, and an army of the dead. They're all destined to fight in a battle that basically ends the world. Kratos is understandably worried about his son and what it means for him.
you get to go on this journey
He
with
looks
how
scared
Atreus
as
grows
fuck.
into a young adult and how Kratos grows
Damn, he
into
looked
his
terrified.
next era in his life, and really see kind of the parent that he's striving to be, but the person he's striving to be. I find that tale so incredibly relatable.
We had
I
started
can't
shooting
wait to see the fucking
plenty of
work y'all
content before the
did
pandemic hit.
tomorrow.
In fact, the week before we all went work from home, we were doing a shoot. I remember being on and off that set, running back to the office and having to talk to studio leadership about what was going down and how this was going to impact us moving forward. And those were trying times.
For us, it was a very unique challenge because we had to bring in actors and we had to record them. And so we had to look at different ways of adapting our typical motion capture process and dialogue recording process
that
so we
sweater,
can continue
my boy.
production and continue at the quality that we wanted for our players and our fans.
We had some actors stand in for other characters, actors who were already, who were like core to one of the scenes, might just be able to play a background character in another scene to be able to avoid a situation where too many people were on set on any given day. We avoided compromising the story that we were trying to tell as a result of the pandemic and these limitations that we had to deal with. There were no cinematics that we changed. We still have the same characters in them in the final game. We just had to get a bit creative with how we shot the content.
Our actor for Atreus, Sonny, is a teenage boy, and his voice changed dramatically throughout the several years on this title.
I don't want to
Well, it's
fight
got a little
anyone.
deep, huh?
I just want answers.
We had to go in and even out that performance so it sounds like it took place over a short period of time. That was a unique challenge on this one.
The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming.
Whether the Norse saga was going to be a trilogy or just 2 games was something we debated a lot. There were obviously pros and cons for either approach. So we waited for Cory Barlog to weigh in, and he did, and he said, let's do it in 2.
The consequence to that is, how do you wrap
That's a
up the story
brilliant
in
man
one
right
game
there.
and
Cory
do
Barlog,
Ragnarok
he's
justice?
brilliant.
How do we lead up to that and then have a big moment at the end of the game and wrap up all those loose threads? This game is bigger than what we initially
that shit is
envisioned. There's a lot
beautiful,
of important story moments that we
Look at
needed to
that
cover.
transition.
Wrap up all those loose threads.
Look at that.
This
That's
game is bigger
2018.
than what we initially envisioned.
Oh,
There's a lot
man.
of important story moments that we
Wait,
needed
is
to
that
cover.
where we gonna
They're
be fighting
envisioned.
Thor at?
There's a lot of
Right there in
this
that
game is
little ice
bigger
field.
than what we initially
Right there.
envisioned. There's a lot of important story moments that we needed to cover. There are more characters that we follow the threads of, and ultimately it ends up feeling big and epic because there is a lot there for people to enjoy.
I am very excited for folks to see this final chapter. A lot happens.
I'm excited to see it myself, my boy.
But we also bring them closure, and we provide answers to a lot of the questions the first game posed.
Just all of the new
Oh, he
combat
was
that
gonna
we're
go
doing
back
and
in
the,
now.
the new interactions. There's a lot of stuff that's happening in this title that I think people are going to have fun with.
We all have our own personal Ragnaroks to deal with, and this story is about how you process that, how you own it, and how you make it a part of yourself and grow from it.
I mean, we set some stuff up at the end of last game. There's going to be some consequences this game. We're going to see how things play out.
No, I can't say it enough, but y'all did an excellent job.
The evolution.
I know I'm
of
brand new to
family
this YouTube
relationship
shit, but I've been
continues.
playing this
We
game
got
since it
Rock
first
and Sentry
came
the
out.
Dwarves, who are
Trust
kind of part
me,
of your makeshift family now.
If I would've known
And
about
there's gonna be some
streaming
other
back
characters that we
then, I would've
introduced
been
that
on.
Maybe going to disrupt the balance a little bit. I can't wait until players get their hands on the game, are able to experience how the story unfolds for themselves.
But I do have a new
I think,
game plus
incredibly
playthrough for you.
well-rounded game. Very satisfying combat, beautiful and rich environments to explore, outstanding character art, a lush and moving soundtrack and soundscape. It's the
Damn,
work
I
of
love to see
hundreds
that
of
shit
very
right there.
dedicated artists, and they all have their own
My
stories to
man
tell.
Kratos came a long way. Oh shit. god, this game.
From a combat perspective, I always, and I still feel like the meat and potatoes of any God of War game is combat.
Yeah, shout out to GBG for his combat tutorials and everything.
My name is Roberto Clemente. All my friends call me Bert. I'm a senior combat animator here at Sony Santa Monica.
My name is Kim Nguyen, and I'm a gameplay animator.
Hi, I'm Sabra, and I'm a senior VFX artist on God of War Ragnarok.
My name is Grace Pan, and I'm a gameplay
Good
animator
job,
in God of
good
War
job,
Ragnarok.
good job.
Hi, I'm Stephen O'Hara with GBA, combat designer on God of War. And I
What's
create
your last
interesting
name?
and memorable creatures that players like to attack and defend against.
As an animator,
Oh, you
give
made
life to
joggers
characters.
and shit.
You make them move, you give them
Fucking
personalities,
elves.
you give them weight.
Speaking of,
My role as a VFX artist is to put the power behind a move. You are in control of fire and earth and water and wind. Whether you are throwing your axe
Oh, we're an
or on the
airbender now?
receiving end of an enemy spell, VFX is what really gives the movement and the danger to every move that a character or enemy makes.
I work really closely with the design team and the tech art team on this project specifically. We actually work a lot with camera, along with the guidance of our great camera team. So I find myself doing fight choreography sometimes.
One of the most challenging parts about being a combat designer isn't the technical implementation of creating a creature, but it's really navigating that line between frustrating and engaging. We want to make something that makes players lean forward and focus and really try hard against an enemy and feel good about overcoming that, but we don't want to make them feel defeated if they can't figure something out.
And then it feels rewarding when you win,
I
not
wonder
because
how
it was
long it's
impossible,
gonna take
because it was fun and
GBG to break
engaging.
that shit.
After the last game, we've heard the community cry out for more mini-bosses, bigger creatures, and enemy variety, and this time we really leaned into that. So in God of War Ragnarok, you're going to be traveling to all 9 realms, and each realm is going to have like its own theme of enemies
so
that
Tyr
are unique
with
to
us
that
sometimes?
space. For example, in Alfheim, we're familiar with the Dark Elves, but this time around we're going to be fighting Light Elves, such as the Light Elf Warrior.
Oh, look at my boy.
One of the key learnings from the last God of War game is we don't have to think about the camera and how close combat is going to feel. We already have that knowledge, so we can build upon the close camera that we have, and we can iterate on enemies, creating more interesting scenarios. In the last game, Atreus was just starting to fight alongside Kratos, and he was learning from the master tactician. So in this game, he's trying to prove himself a little bit more, and we built upon those mechanics with him.
The previous God of War, Atreus was still a kid, right? So he has a lot of dependency on his father. And for this game, you will see Atreus moving more independently on his own.
Look at him. Got a grapple for bow and arrow
In
and
regards to
shit.
VFX for Kratos, I think what the players really love is the powerfulness of it. When you are playing as Kratos,
Damn,
you
so
really
they
do
set
feel
them
like the
on
God
fire?
of War. And moving into Ragnarok, we want to really make something bigger, make it stronger, make it more of a spectacle.
out,
You want
boy.
them to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that the Blades of Chaos could get even better, but look at that.
So as Kratos gets more powerful, he's going
Blades
to have
can't
access
get no
to
better,
newer combos
what?
and newer abilities that will increase the combat depth. of each
God,
weapon.
look at
The
that
Blades,
combo.
One of the moves that I've really enjoyed from previous God of Wars is the combat grapple, and we're going to be bringing that with a new twist.
I'm very excited for players to
Yeah,
try the blade grapple traversal moves.
Oh, that
brings
was
so
like the
much more
Hyperion
speed
grapple.
into the movement and the dynamic feel to it.
One of the ways we've expanded Kratos combat this time around is we've given more utility and choice to the shield loadout.
If you are a parry person, you could really go for a shield that gears towards parrying. If you're a big blocker, then you could choose a shield that will really match your playstyle.
One new mechanic or element that I'm really excited
Yeah, I
about
think
is
I'll be
these combo
using that
finishers.
one.
Building up a stun
Maybe.
meter this time around is going to lead to
Maybe,
different
I
ways
don't
to
know.
basically decapitate the enemy.
Oh,
You're going to be able to choose, which weapon you want to have when you kill a guy. Another feature you want to have,
basically decapitate the enemy.
You're going to be able to choose, which weapon you want to have when you kill
Fuck yeah! Yes,
Another
man.
feature that we've added for Kratos is his new pre-fall attacks. You could jump off a ledge, and if there's an enemy below you, you could slam down on him.
Oh, kind of like God of War 3 and shit.
There's such an emphasis on verticality in some of these fights that it's super engaging. And as Kratos, now that you have so much mobility and that you can also take advantage of that verticality, I think it just adds such another interesting layer to a fight.
Just take off on combos and shit.
In God of War Ragnarok, we've enhanced the Kratos and Atreus duo. He's going to initiate a little bit more, be aggressive. He's going to fight alongside you, and sometimes even surprise you with his combo abilities too.
Some of the new expanded companion actions that you'll see Atreus do leverage the fact that he's older now, he's bigger now, and he's different from Kratos, so his magic has a different flavor.
Not only that the fight side by side together, there are also a lot of mini games and player interaction moments. For example, like the puzzle systems and the set pieces. You definitely will see a lot more collaborations between father and son.
Oh shit.
Odin must have said that.
There's so much that goes into building a big set piece. You basically iterate and iterate and iterate, and it takes testing and just seeing what works to really figure out the personality of something. Basically, every department gives it their all to make things really spectacular. There were a lot of different times that I would look back at God of War games just through the ages before 2018. There were so many amazing, huge boss fights and set pieces that it was a huge inspiration for me on my time on this project.
For the old father!
Our design philosophy for creating new and memorable enemies is basically making them a combat puzzle, similar to like chess, and focusing on the chess pieces. Each piece has its own theme and its own use.
You need to be able to see what's happening in an instant and be able to react as the player.
There's a couple of different ways that we go into making an attack very readable for the player. Sometimes we add a signature audio cue,
with my mouth all open and shit,
such as what we did in the last game, that lets you know that this attack is unblockable, you need to dodge it.
There's so many different ways that VFX really helps not just show what an enemy is about to do, but show who the enemy really is.
These motherfuckers got personalities to them
Design
now.
has to be surrounding the essence of
Like
the character and a story. It's what makes it believable and memorable in the first place.
I think what I'm most excited about is for players to experience the diversity of enemies that this game has to offer. You will be fighting everything from small little creatures to things that will take up the entire screen.
What?
All of their designs run the gamut. I think each one looks so much different from the next one, and each of them have their own play styles and their own little fantasies that go into it.
Oh no, the fucking nightmares.
So I think if you are really into Norse mythology, you'll be very interested to see how Sony Santa Monica has taken some of these creatures and interpreted them for God of War.
Everything that goes into the game, there's emotion behind it and intent behind it, and by the time it gets to you, everything that you've seen that you're going to play and experience has been sweated over, bled over, tested, and is fun to play.
Oh my goodness. Well, this whole Santa Monica team is just...
That's a great observation, John.
Bella said that you'd think it was stupid.
No, I said I thought it was stupid.
Okay, you know what? This is good right here. I mean, the God of War dynamic plays out of every parent-child relationship. When that clicked for me, picked up my Leviathan axe, and felt truly close to my son for the first time. I'm 17. Exactly.
Well, he won't be getting the role. We all know that.
What's going on, man? You're a little quiet today. Anything to add? No.
Why?
That was good. No counts. You know, Quinn was where you're at about a month ago, and look at him now. Okay, last night, 2 a.m., I'm laying in bed. What am I thinking about? Kratos.
Are you kidding? That's me, big time. That's common for me.
We believe you. You're being too thirsty.
I'm hydrated.
Specifically, the time he tried to protect Atreus from Baldur. Atreus got so
He doesn't
angry,
know
he
I'm
shot Kratos in the
hydrated.
chest with one of those, like that spiky thingy.
There was an arrow.
Right, spiky arrow thing. I mean, nobody can hurt you like your kids, right? LeBron.
That's true. That is true, though.
What's going on beneath that headband? No, I know. You know. I mean, like if you were.
When Bronny said he'd rather play against me than with me. Shot in the heart.
Really?
I think we call that a little breakthrough. Some shots you just can't block.
I can see that now, Ben.
Kratos.
I cannot believe I missed practice for this.
I want a little breakthrough. Ella, why don't you ever hurt my feelings?
Okay, you're old and you're bald.
Just like Kratos.
Now, John, last week you said you were finally ready to wear your Kratos outfit to the farmer's market. How'd that go?
Incredible. I had people pointing at me going, "Now, that's a really great dad."
That's not why they were pointing. You were wearing a buckskin loincloth.
Ella, it's not buck, it's bear. And I get those points all the time. People pointing, oh my God, look at that great dad.
So why aren't you wearing that stuff today?
Well, unfortunately, my armor bears the scars of a recent battle.
He spilled a bunch of salsa on it.
That can happen, especially with the leathers.
Exactly. Tattletale.
Look, if it was easy, every dad would be dressed like this, right?
Bro, looking
Does
like
the costume really help?
I don't know. Does the costume really help when you play basketball?
It is a costume.
Damn, that's a low blow right there. Alright, so one mode that we haven't watched.
I get to lead a team of fantastic and brilliant concept artists, and our role is to create the characters that you see in the game. That's everything from the main hero cast you see to the creatures, the gods, and monsters that you come across. The hope is that we get something that feels
My bad.
I get to lead a team of fantastic and brilliant concept artists, and our role is to create the characters that you see in the game. That's everything from the main hero cast you see to the creatures, the gods, and monsters that you come across. The hope is that we get something that feels unique and stands up to the history and the legacy of what the God of War franchise has always done. I feel like from the first games, that was a similar approach that they were doing, and that's not always easy.
My name is Raf Grassetti. I'm the art director for God of War Ragnarok.
Hi, my name is Marissa Coppert. I'm a character technical artist.
Hi, my name is Angela Rico, and I am a senior character artist in God of War Ragnarok.
Hi, I'm Della Longfish, and I am the lead of the character concept team at Santa Monica Studio.
Come in. What in all yarns me that happened to him?
As a character technical artist here at SMS, I rig most of the characters and props that you see throughout the world.
As character artists, our job is to create 3D assets based on the beautiful concept art provided to us. We do this by making sure that the silhouettes on the models and the textures and materials stand out instantaneously. So when you see our characters on the screen, we want you to almost like them immediately or have a connection to them to some extent before even interacting with them.
As art director, I get the chance to collaborate with all the departments in the studio, from narrative to viz dev, because we want to make sure the factions feel correct, all the races belong to where they're supposed to be, like all the realms have very specific characteristics about them to make sure it all fits within the God of War universe.
Sorry, one more thing. Although these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
In the God of War 2018, we saw Brock and Sindri, and that was the tip of the iceberg of the Holdra. And in God of War Ragnarok, we actually get to go and visit Svartalfheim, where they're from. And a great part of that, too, is we want to make sure that we expand the cast. You know, we've just seen a little bit of what was represented, and that was something that we hadn't seen.
Svartalfheim is a beautiful place. There's a lot of different biomes. You go from wetlands to mountain springs. Took a lot of inspiration from hot springs, from the minerals that you find. A lot of colorful minerals, a lot of resources. So
I want all
the
these
being the
arts
races that
they're finna show in the future, even with Sindri over there looking like he doing a pipe
It's a realm
right
where you're
now.
going to find a lot of
I
other
want all that for a
environments. There's
poster.
quarries.
Look
It's a very
at
industrial
that.
city. It's very organized, and you can see all the dwarves putting all the work into creating this great city where they live in.
Knowing that they're blacksmiths, that was kind of reflected within their clothing, and you see that within the houses and every inch. You want to make sure that both the
why they
environments and
did
characters
you
had a
like
cohesiveness
that,
that felt
man?
like every inch of it felt like it went together.
Still
It was
got the
designed
health
specifically
stones
by
over
them.
there.
And again, that's something that we haven't seen in some of the other realms and is unique to this
Man,
characters and their
this shit
location.
look
And
like
it all goes together and creates a
another-
feeling within a realm that you're excited to see, feels unique, and really creates that sense of wonder where you want to go back.
Oh, that's another one.
When
Damn,
designing
this
a
game gives
character
me
to
chills.
match
I
the
can't wait
geography
for
around
tomorrow.
it, first, it's definitely dictated by the biz dev
My
team
shit
and the
might
narrative
come
team and the story
today,
team. They make sure the character is designed for features that fit in with
Yeah,
what they
the
need.
boy got the
When designing the
collector's
grounds,
box
we took a
on the
lot of
way.
inspiration from the environment. So we took a lot of inspiration from
Ooh, what
lizards,
is that?
creatures that kind of belong to that environment. They have those big claws,
Looks
there's
like
small
a
critters to the big
gremlin
ones, and really
mixed with
building
a
up that
li-
race, making sure they
lizard.
kind of belong and that realm felt lived in and that
Is that a
ecosystem
brute
felt like
one
very
of them?
diverse.
Making sure that it feels natural and believable is a big part that goes into the design elements. So our
Look
artist
at
Stephen
that
Oakley
art,
pulled a
man.
lot from the environment concepts that Luke Berliner and his team were doing and pulled a lot of those into actually the skin texture, even the bulk and volumes that you see in the characters. So it really does feel like not only do they belong in there, but you're able to see them and they stand out for the combat experiences with the character.
Stop that. Oh, look at my boy behind
Character
him.
design is all about storytelling. In the example of Derling, his design was really tailored to convey his own personality. He's a bookkeeper from Svartalheim, and because his job demands, he's very organized, he's very rigid, and he's a very play-by-the-rules kind of guy. But then in contrast, you have his friend. So when you see Derling connect with his pet, we see that he's not all just this rigid librarian guy, but that he's got a softer side to him.
I do believe that we're all storytellers, no matter what we do, even in the tech side of things. I mean, we work to make these characters and then tell a story, and we can also kind of put those features and traits on our rigs.
The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming.
Svartalheim, the dwarves, working with different races from different realms, so definitely seeing Ragnarok and the impact of that into the realm, it puts them into this position that's very interesting to see which side they take and things that they're building. So as you go through the level, you find out a lot more about this race and the political situation that is happening while Ragnarok and Fimbulwinter is taking place.
Hey, dwarves! Oh. They're, running away.
One thing that our hope is with the cast of characters within every realm is not that it's
Yeah,
just
I
enemies
can
there to
only
kill you.
name
We
one
want to feel
thing.
believable and that there's a wide world out there.
Oh,
We want
look
to kind
at
of plant
them.
these seeds within any cast of the realm that there's
Shut
more
the gate.
outside of what you're playing. And we want the fans to feel like they can go back and really visit those areas and want to go explore.
If the geysers and smell here are worse because of Fimbulwinter, maybe the earthquakes are too?
Aye.
Going into Svartalheim, I'm really excited for players to experience all the new races that live in that realm. How
Yeah,
they
don't
play,
let us
they play
have
very
too
different
much,
from
man.
anything we had before. There's wildlife. It's something that kind of goes unnoticed, but we took a lot of effort to make the realm
Yeah,
feel
you still
believable.
find gold
So there's a
and
lot in
shit.
Svartalheim, a lot to explore.
I'm really excited for Svartalheim. It is a gorgeous realm. After
look like
looking
it
through
is.
some of the cinematics and playing some of the cinematics and playing through some of the puzzles, I'm so excited how water plays such a big feature in that realm, and that is so cool.
I'm most excited for fans to finally get to see how the dwarves live. Brock and Sindri were fan favorites in the last game, so I think that all the work that we've put into Svartalheim is going to make all the other dwarves shine just as bright as the brothers did.
The best part I have is turning on the YouTube and seeing all these call outs and all the attention to detail that the fans pick up on. That's one thing that we keep in mind when
That's
we're
what we
designing
here
characters,
for.
to make sure we do right by
Even
the
though,
fans.
you know,
and
I
knowing
ain't
that all the work
really
we put in will be seen and
part
appreciated.
of it,
That's not
but
always the case.
that
with
will
our
be
fans.
next
Just
game.
Every little nook and cranny on
Starting
that.
tomorrow.
We packed a lot of that in for this new cast, and we hope you guys get the same feeling with God of War Ragnarok.
This bitch. She's still hurting. That was the other one I wanted to watch.
Great observation, John.
Bella said that you'd think it was stupid.
No, I said I thought it was stupid.
Okay, you know what? This is good right here.
Logo PlayStation Studios.
Not
In a snowy
version,
forest,
though.
Everyone
What the
keeps
hell?
secrets.
Atreus.
Description. Let's watch this one.
Everyone keeps secrets. Sometimes it's the only way to protect the ones we love.
Damn, I hope ain't nothing happen with Atreus right there.
I know you.
Core Barlog, 2018. Phenomenal.
Want for me?
Eric Williams.
Is it a god of war?
I'm quite sure this is gonna be phenomenal.
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands.
Y'all bothering me.
On your son's hands.
What is it you will not tell me?
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
Sure about that?
Pretender god! For the old father!
Death can have me when it earns me.
I know that's right. Best fucking line. This man come up with the best damn lines, dialogue, bars, whatever the hell you want to call them.
In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself.
Right, okay.
Beyond the monster who kills without cause.
Fate only binds you if you let it.
Oh, that's right. Damn.
Do what is necessary.
Oh, this game is going. Whew.
Not because it is written. We will make our
That
own
is the
destiny.
Lake of Nine, so I'm just wondering when we gonna get to that point.
PlayStation.
Well, there we have it. That's my reaction to it. Therefore, I can't wait. So, on that note, y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Stay humble, be happy, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.